Welcome back, everybody, to another great match of DPFL darts. My name's Nick Teixeira. We got a great Division One matchup in front of us, but more importantly, we got a great co-commentator here with us. Will Stewart, how you doing?
Hey, doing well, man. Excited for this little matchup here between Michael Tski and Claude Nowlan. Actually, I'm kind of in this Group A, so a little interesting circumstances going down this week in Group Number A.
Yeah, Group Number A is crazy. But no, I'm happy to have you here, man, because you get some special insights. You've actually got a chance to play these guys this season in your first season of DPFL.
100.
So I'm curious to see what your insights are about these guys. Of course, I know Mike Tski very, very well. Him and I played on the same state team together. So I've played with him for quite some time, ever since I was a youth dart player.
45.
Well, first off, not my first season. This is my
It's your first season.
third season of DPFL, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah,
81.
it's been a good season for both these guys. I had the pleasure of playing both of them already. Actually, I pulled those stats right at the beginning of this one just so I could have them. But it helps if I'm on the right page, I guess. So let me go ahead and pull that one up. It's going to be an 11-4 loss to Michael Tski through a 64.38. And then I took the win over Claude 11-2. And that was a 60.96 effort from Claude. And I knew he didn't bring his best effort there. So overall for the season, 66.59 for Claude with the 72.18 first nine, and then for Tski, you got a 65.28 average with the 68.52 first nine. So pretty tight.
Oh yeah, definitely a very tight situation there. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I did not know you played DPFL before the season. That's a fun fact right there.
60.
There you go.
The more
Fun
you
facts.
know.
Yeah, when they first got started, I kind of played in those first seasons, but yeah, I mean, I
95.
just got too busy. So happy to be back in the mix, though.
Right now, Claude has an opportunity early to break the throw of Tski in leg number one. 117.57 for tops will be the switch. Goes right into the 7, so leaving at 90.
47.
Goes right back to the 20. Chops it down. Treble 20 for tops for Tski. Finds that first bull. He went bull. He was trying to use the dart on the 125. Gotta love that.
Hey, why not? Why not?
75, 88.
It's not a bad option. Now Claude's going to clean up the 70 here. He goes 18 route. 12 misses the big number, though.
42.
Ouch. That could cost him here. TC's got to clean up the 37. Not ideal. As you can see, Tski unable to take it out, so double
Second dart.
14 for
Well,
Claude, and he captures it with this second using those Condor axe flights. Look at that gradient between the red and the clear. But hey, managed to get it done for leg number one in this Group A battle. You know, there's so much on the line here. It's kind of stressful for me to even be a part of this commentary because of what's on the line here. But you've kind of looked and seen what's up for grabs. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, so looking at the Group A Division 1 table here, top 5 move on to the knockout round. This is the last week of matches, and pretty much everybody has 8 of their 9 matches played. This will be the 9th match for these gentlemen. 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss. Will, you're currently sitting at 8 points in the 7th position. Donovan at 8 points in the 6th position. Brian Mundy at 8 points in the 5th position. And then Claude and Michael sitting at 9 points in the third position. So there's a couple of different routes where you still make the playoffs. Either one of these guys, it's a win and in. If they win their match, they're guaranteed in. There is a potential scenario where they both tie and get knocked out. If they tie, that also means that you might get knocked out. But if you win your match and Claude or Mike win this match and don't draw, that means you're into the playoffs, from my understanding.
Absolutely unreal circumstances there. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens here. Anything can happen. But
123.
it's a good 1, 2, 3 there for Nolan. It'd be a great week for a couple streams, but guess what? Not gonna do it. No way.
Not gonna do it.
Too much stress on the line.
20.
It's a lot of pressure going up, especially knowing that your next match, no matter what, there's still route, even if they tie or one of these two gentlemen win tonight, where you can still win your match and potentially get in on leg differential. I mean, how do you feel knowing that pressure coming up to your next match?
87.
I mean, there's definitely pressure, and I hope I can just sway that by and forget about it. I of course want to make the playoffs, but at the end of the day, does it matter?
100.
Not really. I wouldn't expect making the playoffs to be fair. So it's just a bonus. So I'm going into the mindset of whatever happens. Hopefully I can just hold my own and throw the darts that I've been throwing throughout the season. So I know that's these guys' intentions intention as well
42.
in this match. I think they're both okay with whatever happens here. They've played each other numerous times. They mentioned that beforehand. So yeah, I mean, whatever happens.
Absolutely. Although you can't be the only USA Darts team member that doesn't make it to playoffs, right? Right?
Well, I mean, Jen's locked in. It looks like you're locked in because, well, crummy group. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Sorry to everyone in my group.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
36.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. I know this is a tough group going into it, so.
Well, you and I were even talking about, and hold on a second, 96 gets a dart
this could be a
miss.
steal.
Third.
Big steal.
Woo.
Please
Breaks
finish.
right back.
Thank you.
Good stuff there from Tski. But, jokes aside, it is it's just fun to play the whole season, to stay engaged and, have it come down to the wire is kind of almost a little bit what you want, because it just is so engaging and so fun. And these guys know, I mean, if whoever wins tonight pushes them on, and if they have so much experience playing each other, they said it's 50-50. It really goes either way. This could go down to the wire in this matchup, and if they don't want it to go down to a draw. Again, if they draw, there is a possibility for neither of them to get into the playoff. It's unlikely, but it is possible.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even think of what's going to happen if they draw. I mean, technically it'd be 8-4 apiece. And I mean,
yeah, they would both be at 10 points. If you won your match, that would put you at 10 points. If Brian Mundy wins his match, that puts him at 10 points. So those are all different factors that come into play, because you're playing Donovan. So yeah, or vice versa. If you lose and Donovan wins, that puts him at 10 points. There could be a potential 4-way tie, and first and second positions already locked in at 12 points for Steve Bailey, 12 points for Tucker Davey, meaning they're in no danger of getting caught.
wow.
So third, fourth, and fifth, it's a race down, and it's a race that I don't think anybody expected. A 5-way race for 3 spots, basically.
That's a little dog I'm hearing, I think, in the background.
No, sorry, that's just
Gotta
me.
be. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I got that dog in me, Will. I've been meaning to tell you.
Good switch for Tski as he almost snagged the 97. But I liked his choice there. But how about this from Claude? We're going break, and it's looking like potentially another break as he hammers in a big 140 to leave 67. And no matter what Nolan does, he's not going to leave a checkout, so he's outside looking in at 186.
Yeah, very much a troublesome scenario for Tski. You don't expect break, but that's certainly when you're two comfortable competitors against each other, something that can happen. And of course, it's a little bit of that live stream pressure, knowing that you're on the live and people are watching. Even if the match
27.
feels like normal, plays like normal, you still know that there's extracurricular going on in the background.
Exactly. What's everybody doing in the chat? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Share this around. Let your friends know we're live. You know, it's a little bit different from your normal, being that we don't have a player cam, but we love doing this every Tuesday night for the DPFL darts league and what they do for
Third dart.
all of us here in North America. But big darts there from Claude. He capitalizes and takes the leg for 2-1. And like you said, yeah,
Well,
break.
A very unique start to this one, as we do have some great comments coming in. Native America on YouTube saying, "Hey Nick, do you know when signups will be for the next season of DPFL?
55.
I will be. I definitely want to get signed up. I do not know off the top of my head, but I do know if you just go over to dpfldarts.com, the link will be in chat. You'll be able to find out all that information and more. I know it's coming up really soon that they're going to start opening up those signups because there's not going to be a long break between these seasons like in years past."
And then Brian saying, these guys are almost as good as
97.
all the level 2 guys I've been playing on. I totally understand that. Sometimes it feels pretty rough. I saw your post earlier. That was the last time I played DPFL. I just was bottom of the table the whole way through and just took my lickings. And sometimes it's like that. But yeah, you got to draw the line somewhere between Division 1 and Division 2. And it kind of, unfortunately, some players towards the end of the session just start banging on. And
125.
that's part of it. So I feel for you, brother. I really do. It's unfortunate, but just keep hammering on and it'll get better.
Yeah, well, it's also just one of those
Unless your
things
name's
where,
Nick Teixeira. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I made 100% of my playoffs, but I'm just kidding. That's I mean, it's true, but anyways, but no, here's the thing, right? Average is also always going to be a state of mind to an extent. I believe right now, and I'm going to check this on Dart Connect, but I believe I might be the 4th lowest average in all of Division 1 yet. Just through some good timings and some lucky darts, I was able to get through onto the other side of things. So it's a little bit about just trying to work through that as well. Sometimes you're going to go against the guy with the hot hand, and you just have to make sure you do whatever you can to try to survive it.
Yep, exactly. Big round there for Tski to get himself back in this leg.
58.
And just 58 points on the board from Nolan. Does this have to go for Tski? He may get a shot, even if he just squares it away for a 2-dart check or a single dart check. Ouch.
Yeah, that's not going to be ideal for
45?
Tski. Yeah, for 109,
Yeah.
not ideal. 66.
So trip 10?
That's the way I'd take it.
Yep, exactly. It looks like outside.
1 dart at tops. Doesn't go. Tski
26.
under a lot of pressure here. This would be for the first significant lead.
Yeah, second time Claude has put the dart right there on the right side of the wire.
69.
Hits the loving number, but might not get an opportunity for the 40.
The loving number, Nicholas.
Second dart.
Well done.
Well, there you
Thank
go.
you.
Claude gets it for 3-1. A little distance spread as he's able to hold here in leg number 4 for 3-1.
You too. Thank you.
The first hold of the entire matchup, and it felt like a break. And for the
Certainly
record,
did.
I am the 5th lowest average in all of Division 1.
Heyo.
Will is the
I'm
ninth
close by you.
lowest. Yep, Will's the
Close by
9th.
ya.
And this is out of 51 total players. So
Yeah, I've gotten a little bit lucky
81.
in the fact that I haven't got banged with a few 70s my way. I haven't gotten, like I said, against Claude, I think it was just an unlucky performance for him, a 60.96. I knew he was capable of more, so I just had to take advantage where I could, and I think that's where I got I won 11-2, so I snagged a good amount of legs there, and that kind of that and this, 11-1 when I just managed, or kind of what has gotten me to a potential interesting point here in this group.
All I know
So-
is between these guys in this close matchup and your matchup against Donovan. When are you playing that match against Donovan? Have you scheduled it yet?
60.
I reached out on Discord today. I need to check. It'll probably be Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. It looks like Thursday or Friday will be best. So
All right, DPFL bonus stream Thursday night. I'm just kidding. I'm playing my match on Thursday. I got my last of the season for style points.
I mentioned the kind of bummer, attempt against me, but I went ahead and wrote down their best performances so far. And for Tski, it was a 68.98, 11-5 win over Kirk Hess. And then for the opposite, Claude Nowlan, it was a 71.96 win against Donovan. Amori? Hopefully I say that right. Amori. It could be that. 11-4. So thanks for making me look like an idiot there, Nick. Appreciate it.
I just said it really confidently. I have no idea. I actually think I got it wrong.
71.96. That's pretty hefty there from Claude. So it shows you that he's capable of throwing a 70.
45.
It's just, your average is your average for the season. So you have your highs and you have your lows.
That's the dividing line for all of Division One, roughly right now. I mean, if we were to look at the actual leaderboard averages, I believe you're only hitting at 70 plus in the top 16 of the 51 Division One players. And if you do the cutoff at 69, that's the top 21 players. So less than the top half are actually in the 70. And the range for Division One is a 65 to a 75.
Shows you. There you go. They got their stuff figured out. They've been doing this long enough here at DPFL.
58.
So season number 12 will shape up to be just as good as previous seasons. So I know that Steve McDowell and all the other admins have been working hard to
140.
give you the action here and give you the most darts for your buck. So
except you, Scott.
DPFLdarts.com. Yeah, except for you, Scott Hanish. 180 floor.
138.
Great setup
Beautiful.
job. What a setup job from Tski, especially after that shot from Claude.
Yeah, this is a big moment here. 10-6 wire hits the 10 for 32.
That's perfect for him. He'll take that. 2 shots at double 16.
He pulled it well in. He's going to have to adjust on this last good adjustment, but it
26.
doesn't go.
Not ideal placement on that dart. You try to go just on the wire to give yourself a marker, and instead Tski takes it from you.
You win that one.
and what you said last
we shot brutal,
week,
both of us. Yeah.
it's another one where it feels like a break of throw, even though it's a hole.
You too, thank you.
Well, and Tski absolutely needed that, just given the scenario. You don't want this to start drifting out of control early, because these guys know it's a win-in scenario. They both talked about the table in advance. I did not bring up the Will Stewart scenario or that Will was on tonight to these gentlemen in advance, so that's going to be a little surprise for them. But they are still aware that nothing's a lock yet. Now, granted, we'll see who really gets on the runaway, because so far we're seeing early higher averages from Claude, but Tski I think was just a little slow on the start up there.
Yeah.
And is definitely bringing it up as he goes.
Yeah, it'll equal out. I think that you experience those. You either start off really hot or you start off kind of, there's no in between most of the time. But you settle throughout the match. You kind of experience the roller coaster ride, especially in this longer format where it's best of 20 legs. I mean, it's pretty extensive, to be fair. So,
45.
We're going to see a point where Claude takes a little hit and maybe Tski takes the jump up. And I bet you, if I fancy, I think we're going to end about 67 apiece.
67 apiece is the line. That's a good one. I like that.
I'll go 66.5 just because. You got to go.
You love your little halves. Yeah, you got to put a half.
You got to go halvesies. You got to go halvesies.
Oh, all
Give
right.
you a
Well,
solid over underline.
Now, what do you think about those reflex points in those darts?
Thank you.
I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of the reflex, but to each their own. I mean, some people swear by them. Oh, the thinner points. It's the wiggle for me. I don't know. I like a good
94.
stable marker dart that I can look at, and with it flopping around, I feel like I don't have a good one. Where more in soft tip, I feel like I'm aiming at the target because it's so
140.
big. You know.
Good shot. Thank you.
How about this leg from Tski? Great back-to-back scoring rounds as he leaves 94, and Claude will no longer have a look. Only a setup job here.
94.
And it's a good one.
Great setup. Great setup to leave 40. Now, what does Tski do? Does he utilize the bull here? Does he take the old-fashioned route? No. He's going double-double.
And he pulled it outside on the double. Has to adjust over if he still wants to set up or could switch. Yeah, he does go for the switch.
I've been liking the double-double attempts more and more, especially on that 18 round. If you fancy an 18 or 20, go for it. But, the bull is still a good option because it sets up a potential double bull look. But that is what I was scared of from Nowlan because I was seeing that stray into the right.
Second one's in? No, it didn't. I thought it went in.
Yeah, you thought it went, but it didn't go. And all of a sudden, Tski gets all forgiven.
Yeah, I was about to say it didn't look like that was quite in, but Tski now has to scramble.
Third dart.
Wow.
Wow, what a save.
Thank you.
You almost botched
it. Big time save and a big time moment to make it 3-3 here.
You too.
They're currently on pace for a tie. Just see that to see if Will gets a reaction in the background.
Nick, I can hang up at any point.
You could, but then the internet would know that I won.
And I kind of will probably hang up at some point. If it's close, I'm not gonna lie to you. I will hang up.
Actually,
and just not even focus on the match at all because I'm not. I kind of don't want to know what happens in this one.
Do you think because it would affect how your match would go this season or this week?
Yes, because to be fair, I've said this before. I don't look at the bracket. I don't like looking at the bracket, so this kind of ruins that whole mindset.
Don't you start building up for the Nick DeShare ruined my season storyline? I don't want to hear it.
It's not my fault that you've already ruined it in the first place. Okay?
I did forget that you don't look at brackets, and then as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, I did just kind of tell you everything, huh?
Yep.
Well, strap in, folks. Strap in, Stuart. We're having a good time. Meredith McGee Hall says, let's go, Tski. What's going on, Murph? We got Kyle in chat, Byron, Joshua, Native America. Appreciate all you guys tuning in and giving us your support for this great Division 1 matchup where Will is speechless.
83.
Hate you so much, Nick.
It's okay. At least we also got someone else you hate in here. Jen Mount saying, congrats on selling your darts today, Will.
16.
This is just a cruel joke, by the way. At this point, is it bullying?
I don't think it's bullying. I mean, is it bullying? Oh, there we go. Our first 180 tonight.
Yeah, massive 180. It's bullying at this point. Yeah.
Do you want me to bring on Will do you want me to bring on Jen so you can confront her real quick on the mic?
44.
Right now?
No, it wasn't even Jen. It was just Heather, who I've never even met, but she just likes to pick on me, thinking it's funny. So when I do meet her, I'm gonna just look at her and not talk when she says hello.
Buddy. Thank you.
That's a big time checkout from Tski. It's only a 68, but it matters so much. And the fact that he just capitalized on the 56, goes right back to a 68.
Well,
that's great.
Yeah, the perfect last 6 starts, great 18 dart leg, and now Tski has his first lead of tonight's matchup at 4-3. It's definitely back and forth, but so far Tski's doing a good job of really bringing up his average. He was at a 62 after 3 legs. He's brought it up 6 points in the last 3.
Wow. Fun fact, Heather got a raise today. That's amazing. Can I get a raise for the abuse I'm taking?
If I get a raise, I won't sue.
Oh, gosh.
I don't need no
Okay.
raise. I might need one of them.
People
fancy
call me
little-
the bully.
Yeah, okay, but like Heather will do that to you, and then you'll post my phone number online. I'm just saying.
Hey,
135.
sometimes if I get Heather's phone number, she better watch out.
You know
Just
what?
kidding.
No one let Heather give Will the number.
That's a
Asana
big-
only.
Tski's starting to come on here. Look at our averages
66.
now, 70 apiece. This is
Yeah,
what I talked about. I said sooner or later Tski's going to start rising, and we're seeing it here.
And let's be honest, Claude has not really slowed down. He's stayed at that 70 this whole match so far. Jen, he's already having a rough time. He's having trouble. Jen, no. He's already
Well,
10.
Jen
45.
doesn't realize that I'm already ready to pull the trigger on all my darts and buy them all.
On the company card would be hilarious.
I'm going to sell them back to a dart company so they can melt them down and do something else with them.
Hey, Colonial, I bought all these. Can you make something else?
All right, here we go. Claude needs a good turn here. Needs a ton.
60.
Doesn't find it. Just 60. Leaves the little fish. But I like Tski's odds of hitting a bigger round.
59.
He does
I mean-
not. He only hits 59.
Yeah, and TC's been solid on his checkouts, but we haven't seen anything really showing his head at the ton plus range. 130, there's a good chance he'll get a dart. He's just got to stay true. And he will get a dart for the bull. Nolan. Dramatic.
Hammer time.
105.
Oh,
Aw.
Thank you.
Good effort. Good quality effort at it. Instead, it'll go to Tski for 118. And this would hurt if you're Nolan.
yeah, but that
Not
second
gonna
dart
go.
not adjusted well. I don't like doing the 18 to 20 transfer on the 118.
It's tough.
I hang and bang, as you would say.
Yeah, I like hanging on the 20s myself. Yeah, it's a dreaded double 19, but sometimes you got to take the shot. Just take that.
Also, the ability to give myself a marker
Bust.
dart. I would rather get a dart at a double I don't prefer than setting up the preferred double, typically. But should get one dart. It's going to be awkward to try to find an angle.
Oh, very tough, but he still
there you go,
nails it. Holy cow. How did he hit that?
Tski absolutely going on a run. I've known Mike Tski
Thank
since
you.
I was probably, even before I really started taking darts seriously, but I started playing darts against him a lot when I was like 16, 18, 19. And legitimately have played against him numerous times. We were in a singles league, so that when I used to reference that used to be a 68. That was the league I averaged. We were in the same steel tip singles league, long format league like this. And I actually played him in the
81.
semifinals of that league, where I ran off back-to-back 130 checks on him to be able to move on to the finals, where I did end up eventually losing to local legend Terry Luck.
95.
So basically, I'm better than Tski.
The local legend. Michael says, not a fan of first dart. 18 on 118. Yep. Just agreeing with us.
60.
That's Mike making friends Warner in the chat.
Yay. What'd you say last night?
What up to you, mother?
45.
Word up to your mother. Ham sandwich.
We have some fun doing what we do, and sometimes I know the crap out of you, John.
Now, here we go. Big one incoming from Nolan. 140.
140. Good darts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I did have fun explaining that to my wife as I showed her the clip, and she says, "Why did he say ham sandwich?" And I said, "Apparently that was somebody in the YouTube chat. She just died." I go, exactly. What
Yeah,
a-
we had ham sandwich
what a time
watching
to say
along.
it. What a time to say it.
I just couldn't let people think I have never seen Whose Line Is It anyways.
I mean, classic.
It is.
Classic. Got to
Oh,
keep it straight
47.
here. Oh, no. Does not keep it straight. Only 43. Opens up the door for Tski. If he can hit a triple, he'll be the front runner in this leg.
That's definitely the triple he was looking for.
100.
Nails 100, leaves the 140. Claude's going to have to
Right.
put pressure on it.
rights the wrongs of the first 9 and is A-okay here in this one so far. That kind of
85.
stings a little bit, but he
That
gets the first look at 140.
That last serve was absolutely massive there from Claude. If he doesn't hit that last treble, I'd consider him pretty much out of the leg, even if Tski doesn't take this. But now with that treble
54.
and Tski having an off rounds, Claude's in the front driver's seat.
Kind of here. Let's see what he can do on this 92. He goes the triple 20 route. That seems to be the go-to for everybody nowadays. Over to 36. Oh my, just inside. So can't find it. Tski gets a look at the trip 18. If he can't convert, he'll hold for a look at the bull. He nails it.
Second dart.
Woo!
Wow.
Mike Tski on a heater.
Yeah, so far. I just got to get to it.
The doubles are clutch for him, and you can hear Nolan saying, "Hey, those are." You can see the respect there, up for offer, as he says, "Man, hey, great checks." And you are right. I mean, that's a 56, a 68, 86, just clutch checkouts there.
Yeah, and I mean, Tski just really utilizing those doubles to his advantage. Of course, one of his players that he looked up to the most is Gary Anderson, the Flying Scotsman himself, and models a lot of his checkout routes. That's the one. So I think the fact that his finishing is going well, and also you'll see that occasionally with his route leading decisions that he typically, because of how much Gary Anderson he watches, will sometimes go for some of his checkout routes. I couldn't name any off the top of my head, but I remember him explaining that to us at DPFL.
81. 81, sorry.
Claude has still maintained near a 70 average, just like coming out a little bit cold after 6. But you have to think, man, I haven't changed anything in my game, and yet this isn't going my way now. It's kind of run through his head.
It certainly does, and that can play a factor. I mean, I had it in one of my previous matches where you just kind of hit that nail or that rut in the road where you just can't do anything, man. It's like a mental block where you just all of a sudden you think about the end of the line rather than the leg ahead of you. And it's just unfortunate.
Oh, 30.
And you can see it right there. Another unfortunate score, and Tski needs to take advantage.
It's also, I think, for no other reason, but like the mental aspect playing an extra level of weight when you have the 3-1 advantage like Claude did. What is happening? So yeah, 3-1 lead, and then now down 6-1. Sorry, I got a message there. Completely broke my train of thought.
Yeah, that's weird. Some weird things happening with our connection, it looks like.
125.
Good darts.
Oh, what a 125, but I don't know if it's enough. When we really needed the 180 was still going to leave him outside in, but
9 darts. 30.
gets a good unfortunate turn from Tski. Oh no, it's good, Alan. He needs that, buddy. He's had a few errors on that bad boy, and I don't think it's his own, but it is.
That one was definitely software. I guarantee you that much.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. All right, 81 there for Claude as he leaves the 155 and only 45 for Tski. Things are getting interesting here in this leg because Claude wants to rattle off a couple here.
He needs to. It's not even a want; it's a need in this
Exactly.
scenario. A tie still helps out both of these players so much. And honestly, they both said before this match started to take a break at 10 to do a quick bathroom break. And let me tell you, I don't think TC really wants a break right now. I would want to keep applying the punishment.
No, I would too. No, I wouldn't. I would just want to keep chugging along.
Oh, 16. And same scenario, but this time doesn't recover like we saw Mike Tski do on the 56. Single 8, single 8.
You're thinking this is definitely going here.
Second dart.
Yep.
It does go.
It's finished, mate.
Thank you. You
Crazy.
wanna just
And
keep
someone
going?
let us know in the chat too.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was
I'm okay.
Michael. He said and an 82. So it's been a 56, 68, 80, 86, and a 46 checkout for him.
You too. Thank you.
Just unreal finishing here to and look at these apps.
$60.
Yeah, it's been some great performance from these gentlemen. Again, Claude's slightly reduced his average, but for some reason, it's just more
26.
so the tenacity of Tski that's really ringing through. But it's also that Claude has been so efficient at scoring, and Tski's just been more efficient on the doubles. A couple of missed opportunities there can lead to some very dire scenarios. I at this point you're starting to have the alarm bells go off because you know Tski's 4 legs away from a match win, 3 legs away from guaranteeing the tie. Claude needs to figure out something to going in his direction. You can see they
21.
actually decided to play through the break.
Did they?
Yeah, the Tski asked, "Do you want to take the break, or do you just want to keep going?" And Claude said, we can keep going."
I'm not going
Oh,
anywhere,
man.
so you're good. 23.
Thanks for
Okay.
Thanks for
Interesting.
waiting for me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, I mean, that's just respect. Nolan knows. Hey, I'm not. He's not playing bad. He's right there. It's just a series of unfortunate, where he's left himself with Tski an opportunity to take those double chances where he hasn't had them,
140?
My shot.
or he has and just missed them. Let's be honest.
I know, and they just want to play the darts. These guys have a lot of respect for each other, but they both talked about having this break. If I'm Claude, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, maybe a quick sip of water, slow him down for a quick second, might make a big difference because that's 6 on the spin right now for Tski.
Well, if you're Will Stewart, you're thinking, Tski, go ahead and just get this job done here. No messing around. But that's just if you're Will Stewart. I've never heard of him, but hey, that's just if you're Will Stewart.
I just love you keep getting more and more energy as it keeps drifting in one direction or another. And for the record, to Claude and Tski fans alike, he doesn't care who wins. He just needs one of them to win.
I love you both, but I love the winner more, not the ties. So, yeah, let's just be frank about it. This is very nerve-wracking, but we're doing it.
Well, Tski absolutely in front in this leg as Claude just has not been able to get going. He keeps having some bounce out and deflections now that were to no fault of his own. He's very accurate at the moment. His groupings look good. This has to get frustrating.
Well, that's an unfortunate 80 floor there for him.
Third dart.
And Tski takes advantage.
Thank you.
Another good closeout round from Tski. It's 5 legs separating them, 3 legs for the win for Tski.
You got this one.
Well, oh well. If you're Claude, you just got to be starting to pull some tricks out of your bag. You need to figure out ways to get yourself settled in a little bit more. And the average is starting to dip more and more. He was hovering 70 for a while. Last 2 legs, it's dropped about 1.5 points. He needs to just settle that dart down just like he had earlier. He keeps that 70, 71. He's still in this, although Tski's definitely putting up such a hard defense. It's going to be tough for him to try to break in this scenario multiple times.
Well, you got to feel for Claude because Claude's starting to feel like, oh, it's throwing well. Now this isn't going my way. It's easy for him to take a little lick here and be like, I feel down and out, per se.
Still good.
But you and I have also seen it so many times. How many times have you seen someone really get that second wins in a scenario like this? I know for a fact I had a match the other day where I was down 6-1, something like that. And the first 6 legs I averaged sub 60. If you look at just the last 12 legs, I averaged like a 72. And so it's one of those things where I got a second one. Now, granted, I still lost that match because I gave myself too much work to do, but that leg differential helped keep me alive. You kind of expect to see that from Claude, where you need to find that second one. You need to rally and play some of your best starts of the match for the next couple legs in the row.
Yep.
You want to make playoffs.
I think he needs at least 2 or 3 here. Just my opinion on it. He's got to take advantage of Tski's mild efforts here in this leg, and he's trying to. That's a good 1-2-5.
Now, another crazy scenario that really is important here for Claude is, okay, even if you are in a situation where the loss is looking more likely than a win or a tie, you also have to realize if for some reason he loses, but you tie your match and Brian Mundy ties his match, that still leaves a bunch of people tied at 9 points there, and leg differential comes into play. He's only at +2 legs right now. He can't afford to take a big loss here. And because then the league differential will absolutely not be in his favor, considering that Donovan's at -1, Brian's at +8, and you're at +4.
Hey, let's just stop talking about averages here in the bracket, okay? It's still a little bit too. Let's just stop talking about that. Let's just worry about the match at hand, okay? Still too tight, too tight for grabs. Is good 97 there from Claude, leaves him on 50. Not the ideal finish in the steel tip. Let's be real. Oh, look at this.
Let's see, 35 and 54, 89.
Yep.
Not a bad shot, but Claude does have an opportunity to finally get a leg back on the board. 18 or 10, he chooses 10.
Good math there, boys. But that double top has just not been his number tonight.
There you go.
But he collects there on double 10.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I know for a fact if I'm hitting a certain double or not in the given match, and I will absolutely change which doubles I am throwing at depending on how much I'm hitting them or not. Lately, my double 10 has been even better, as I'm normally a 16 lever, but my double 10's been so strong that I'm like, all right, I'm going to start going on my way to leave that a little bit more. But some nights I'm really feeling the 18s in a warm up, and I will go ahead and leave double 18. Sometimes I'm feeling a double 12. The only thing I try not to do is have a least favorite double, because there's and it's double 3, but I try so hard to not care about the double, and I advise that to all you players watching. Stop worrying about I never hit double 13. Just hit double 13. Leonard Gates did.
Well, it's not ideal to have a favorite double. I mean, you should practice all the major ones, because most of your checkouts, I mean, if you're sitting on a certain number, you're not going to be able to leave your ideal checkout in certain circumstances. So, yeah, you need to be good across the board. Double top, double 16, double 18, double 10. Those are your predominants, of course. Double 8, double 4. But yeah, practices around the world doubles and your Bob's 27s to tidy up those doubles for your matches. That's what you need.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
One of my biggest ones 55? Is the 50 to 70. Not enough people, hammer out those 50 to 70s where they just, play a little 121 style on that, where you start off on 50, you hit it, you move up, but give yourself
61.
The 3 darts and or even, if you're a little bit less on the average, give yourself 6 darts to try to hit that. If you hit it in 2, give yourself a look at the bull for a little extra point. Just something like that. Work your way up, work your way down. Massive help to your game.
And it's also imperative to note to everyone that listened to Will's advice there, because that's great advice, is you have to just practice more and figure out which practice game's engaging, whether it be a 121 or doing a checkout from 50 to 70. For me personally, I love practicing. I'll practice 132, 130, 122, and 126 checkouts. Darts that either finish or start on the bull for their checkout needed, because it makes me feel more comfortable switching to the bull on third darts or second darts or whatever. That's one of my favorite practice methods, and it makes me practice more when I play that. But if you like Bob's 27 or 121, do that too. Practice is always going to make perfection.
Yep. And just double down on the 50 to 70. Look at the checkouts for Tski tonight. I'll mention them again: 46, 56, 68, 80, 86. Those 2 dart checkouts, even the 3 dart ones, are ideal. Big shot there for Claude. Tski kind of has to hit here. 18 bull.
Oh,
well off, but leaves tops.
Yeah, well out, but happy accident. But Claude, he's been struggling on the double top. He's been good on the double 10, it seems. He's going to need to get one of those 2 here. He can't have any more situations on this 20.
Drops it, and that's going to make him look.
Damn, 30.
Yeah, he knew that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt, especially with the way Tski's doubles have been. Unless he's gone stale. Looks a little low to me.
Third dart.
Oh, and he
Nice,
does
nice,
get
nice.
it on that third dart. Man, it's used that dart perfectly and gives us a full wiggle. We haven't mentioned tonight, but the Steve McDowell wiggle moment
You
of
too,
the
thank you.
match, as that has been. I don't know if you've heard it, Will, but the last 2 matches, all we've been hearing from Steve is how much he hates wiggling darts. But that one deserved a wiggle.
I like it. I like it. The wiggle of the match.
The wiggle of the match.
81.
You know, we need to attack in that one. We need to attack a fishing lure for that one. A fishing lure company.
Oh, I can see that. Or the Wiggles band, the
Or,
children's band.
Golf company for the old 3 wiggle.
Yeah, that's a thing. I'm sure.
There we go. There we go. We're off to the races. 9-4 advantage. Tski needs 2 to lock it in. Needs 1 to
43.
guarantee a tie. But nobody wants that.
Oh man, Mike Tski absolutely feeling good tonight. Much like the night where he stole a chicken tender from Terry Luck after betting my dad $10 that he would. That joke's for like one person out of the 43 people watching right now.
Yeah, and it didn't hit, brother.
It wasn't you. You weren't that one person it was for.
It didn't hit no matter what you say here. So we'll keep on chugging along here in this match, just as Tski will. Big ton there to leave 201. Claude, what you got for us?
Claude even calls out his consistency in this moment. This is definitely a situation where it feels like the darts are arguing against you a little bit. Again, he's stayed well. A 68 is a perfectly fine average to have in this group in this match. But Tski just really hasn't looked back after those early advantages.
No,
Or early disadvantages, excuse me.
Yeah, he made it. Kind of went on the run from 3-1 and made his presence known from that effort. I mean, from 3-1, Claude's only got a leg, as you can see. He's only got 4 on the board. So,
Eric Christoffen asking, is there an application I can fill out to be DPFL streamer? Man, that either means we're inspiring people or absolutely disappointing them. Love it.
well, hey, we do have a link.
We actually do.
USAdarts.live. Go on over to it. We're kind of maybe advertising a spot. So maybe if you want to get involved.
Maybe something's happening over there as the
Oh, the
champagne shot
champagne.
is on. Moving over.
Oh, come on now.
Oh
my God.
Nice finish.
He got it. What
Thank
a
you.
huge
That was a
finish.
good game there.
Yep.
Oh, great stuff. Claude is back in the match. That's a huge moment. That's a shot that can absolutely get you fired up. And this is the exact moment to do so. Rattle off 5 in a row. Get yourself back to that tying point. Rattle off 6 in a row. Anything's possible. You just hit a 132.
All right. I'll see you later, Nick.
You sit down and have a good time. Eric, I appreciate the kind
See
words.
you
Just giving you a
later,
hard
Nick.
time.
You have a good one.
Well,
love
you
ya.
sit right here. No, you sit
out.
right here.
That was huge.
That was massive.
That was a massive momentum push for him, and that can get you a few legs on the board and possibly cause a tie. So let's goodbye, everybody.
No,
It's been
it's
great
fine.
to know you. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
jump off my house now.
Guys, I wish you could see Will right now. I'm not going to do it to him, but man, he's like sitting up, starting to lean a little closer to the screen.
40.
Claude's picking up the momentum.
Collected, man. He is on a roll here, and my heart is shattering one piece at a time. But like I told you, it's going to be 67 around there, and they're at 69.80, 69.89. Just gritty stuff here as both players want to win this battle. They want to guarantee their place in the
60.
finals, or in the playoffs, I should say, not the finals quite yet, but
Yeah, I mean, they both of these guys have realistic aspirations for playoffs, and the question is just making sure they lock in their positions. And there's still a chance that they both get in, but it's guaranteed to get in if you get that win. That's what you're thinking about right now. If you're Tski, you're thinking, man, just give me 2 good legs of darts and the next however many, the next 6, right? That's what I'm thinking about right now if I'm
55.
Tski.
yeah.
Tucker Davey in chat saying, Will, practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, exactly. I need to tidy up on the doubles. I do like taking a little break here and there and just staying on that side of things just because I'm used to that. But yeah, you're right. Tidy up the doubles a little bit. We'll be all right.
You want to
Scoring
warm
power's
up
there.
together on Thursday since we both have matches Thursday night? We can
No,
warm
thank
up
you.
against each other?
Come on.
I'll,
No, thank you.
I'll fluff you on the board, bud.
No, thank you, bud.
45.
No, thank you, bud. Only
Be fun.
45 for Nolan, and Tski's got a ton. He nails the triple first dart.
Oh.
And how about another
Nice
big
finish,
check
mate.
out for the
Thank
man?
you. It wasn't 132, but under the situation, I'll take it.
Absolutely insane the finishing we have seen
Well.
here in this one.
You too,
Yeah,
thank you.
more from Tski, but that 1-3-2 does go down as a what a beauty. What
A
an
wiggle
absolute
moment of the
beauty.
night.
That's the Steve McDowell wiggle of the night.
Florida
Like
Commercial
40.
Care mowed lawn shot. Nope, that's not it.
Nope.
That
that's
is not it. I
That
do
is
want to
not it.
thank Florida Commercial Care and Shot Darts, sponsors DPFL. Shot, I'm sorry, I used the wrong logo tonight. That was my bad. But no, we do appreciate you guys sponsoring DPFL and everything we do here.
Yeah, definitely so. Definitely so. We appreciate it. We appreciate all you viewers as well, keeping us occupied here in
55.
this one. As we know that it's a little bit different than the normal streaming action, but it's still great action nonetheless. I mean, we're able to see these matches from the comfort of their home. I can't stress it enough, folks. Online darts is the North American equalizer when it comes to the game of darts. It's so easy to hop online and play someone equal or
100.
better than you in a match, and you can play at any moment. It takes the traveling out of it. Likelihood of you having someone just like you in your average wise in your neck of the woods it's tough, especially once you reach a certain point of an average. So yeah, it just kind of makes it easier on everybody. So kudos to DPFL Darts for what they've been able to do.
And
100.
Sean in the chat saying the T is silent. It's just Ski. Incorrect. His actual full name is Tomaszowski, and he goes by Tski for short. It's a nickname, and I know that because we played on the same state team together. Checkmate, chat. I win one for once.
Hey, I'm not attempting it. You did kind of give me his full name at one point. I said, what?
Yeah, that's why he goes by Tski.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever.
But yeah, no, I do love it. Like, and Sean in the chat, just for the record, we just so confidently are wrong on nicknames. It's just the one time I know we're confidently right. We gotta own it.
Legs in Nolan's favor here as he's set up for a 16 dart leg. He's had an 18 darter already here.
First dart.
There you go. Finally hits
Thank you.
that double 20 first dart.
And he pulled his average back ahead. He's
Well,
say the
Mike,
70s at the
well.
beginning, dipped down to about a 67 there for a little bit, and then pulled it back up by the bootstraps. But Tski just needs one good leg with the darts, is what he's thinking. He has 4 attempts left to get the match win.
100.
Well, Sean, one of us he lied to, and one of us he thinks it's really funny. I know he's always been Tski in my
60.
life.
Either way, hey, it both works. They both work. Here we go. Ton for Tski. Nolan.
80.
Only 60.
Yeah.
And this is the leg for Mike here. I mean, he's going to cue it in. He's got the throw, so if he can just hold on
83.
here, get the job done, and win this 11-6, he'll book his way into the playoffs, and most likely it'll be in that third position.
Exactly. Well, whoever wins this would guarantee. If Tski wins this at this point, because Claude cannot win, will guarantee third. Tucker Davies saying, "Call him anything but late for dinner." Okay, I won't.
Oh, a big lucky 13.
Oh, and the
That
13 there from
hurts.
Claude. Yeah, in this situation where Tski's already out in front with the darts.
137.
Wow.
Nice shot.
Massive hit.
Incredible stuff. Forgotten Name America says, I've enjoyed watching DPFL. I think it's about to really blow up and really grow the next upcoming years. I mean, it already is huge, but you're not wrong with the things that they have cooking and this next live event, dude. I mean, this next live event, we get to do some exciting stuff. That might be some of the most exciting stuff we get to do all year coming up.
It's certainly going to be cool. I mean, you got Raymond Van Barneveld that'll be in the mix, a few other pro players. Yeah, I mean, come on now. Anytime you're going to have that going on, and especially in Orlando of all places, you need to get down and check it out. The Reunion Resort is amazing. They really treat us right. So here we go for the match.
Second dart.
Gotta go, Mike.
Well, it was the doubles, really.
Yeah. I missed a few, and you did miss. So now, because if you look at average wise, I had a 70 average. You had a 71 average.
Yep.
The difference was the doubles.
Yeah. You played well. I always enjoy playing you.
Yeah, me too. Every time we have matches, they're good match. They're close. Fun.
Absolutely.
And gentlemen, that we had a lot of fun watching that match. I say we because Will Stewart from your guys' group was actually on the mic with me tonight, and he had a lot writing on how this match was going. But I mean, you guys are talking about it going into this, but knowing where we're at in the season, I mean, it has to feel pretty intense knowing that the group's shaping up the way it is. Mike, what were your thoughts early on when you were down 3-1?
I thought I was going to lose. I thought, if Claude's going to score like that and hit doubles, then I'm going to have to really shoot a little bit better. My scoring tonight, I don't think it was that good, but I know I had some big numbers, but I probably had more ton pluses than I had 60s, but I couldn't get 3 singles in that 20. There was a lot of 26s and 22s, and but I was pretty happy with some of the bigger shots.
And Claude, I mean, you started off hot, but then Tski came back on a rampage. But you checked out that champagne shot 132. Did you feel like you were kind of setting up a little bit of a rally point in the match?
My darts were feeling great. Mike was just finishing phenomenal. I mean, he wasn't missing. So I had to do whatever I had to do and I had to take a big finish in order to win. And unfortunately, I was able to do that big 132, and right after that, I started well. But Mike went right after and closed 100. So, I mean, back and forth. I mean, Mike shot clutch darts at the right proper time. So,
well, you guys.
Thank you.
You guys put on a great match, and Mike, with that win, it guarantees you to get to the knockout round. Are you excited? What's your aspirations?
Yeah, I don't know how that all works out, but if it goes off of my average, I'm going to be playing whoever was the number 1 seed in the whole league. So, because my average is kind of low.
I guarantee you won't be playing number 1. I have the 5th lowest average in Division 1 and somehow made it to knockouts. So you're safe in that regard. But no, you guys did great. And Claude is actually, I don't know if you know this, it's an outside chance, but potential opportunity if Brian, Mundy, Donovan, and Will all end in draws, it would come down to a race for those last 2 spots with a league differential.
Yeah, I know it's very close. I didn't check today. The last time I checked was yesterday, so I can't really comment on that one. So I don't know how far, or I know it's close. So, and really for tonight, for me and Mike, both of us, we love playing each other. A tie would have been the best for me. A win, but a tie I would have accepted that too. So.
Well, good stuff still. I mean, it was a great match. We had a lot of fun covering it. And we wish you guys best of luck with the potential knockout round for you, Claude, and for you, Mike. Congratulations on finishing 3rd in your group.
Thanks, my buddy. I appreciate it.
And Mike, if I don't make it, go there, go take it all.
I'm gonna. That's what I'm thinking. I'd say my best for the playoffs.
Oh, you can get runner up, Mike. I'm still in Division 1 knockout too, buddy. Anyways.
Okay.
No, good stuff, guys. Thanks again for playing on the stream.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank.
All right. Well, we got some interesting stuff going on for the end here of our DPFL season. Division 1 Group A is still in a hotly contested scenario, but that was step 1 of your plan to potentially get back into the mix. So we're going to have to see how that one goes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll just play it one leg at a time, and hopefully we can pull off the W. We'll see. But no, congrats to Tski. Congrats to Claude Nowlan on a great season. I know he had some ups and downs, but still he hammered in a good one here. I mean, 70.50, 69.80, and unfortunate that it went 11-6. It probably should have been a real close one, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. We will start a coverage of the knockout round next week, assuming everything goes well and everything. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Anyways, guys, we will be back for more darts. We will be covering the knockouts, playoffs, and finals of. We're going to usually do what we do, try to get all the finals if we can this season. So appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Hope to see you guys again soon. Make sure to leave us a follow. And Eric, looking forward to seeing your application, usadarts.live. So, talk to you guys later. Thank you very much and have a good night.